Tonight on NXT, we're going to crown a new #1 contender. And it's certainly going to be glorious. And on Lucha Underground, the Battle of the Bulls continues. Let's talk about it. What is going on, guys? JD from New York here. Thank you so much for tuning into the channel. NXT review, December 14th, 2016. NXT tonight, man. To be perfectly honest with you, I'm glad, #1, that we're not going to see Shinsuke Nakamura and Samoa Joe anymore. We'll talk about that in a second. #2, NXT tonight felt really, really rushed for some reason. They gave you a lot more than they usually do. They tried to cram so much into 1 hour. We got a world title match that was filmed in Australia between Nakamura and Joe. We got 4 matches, and all 4 of these matches, the winners would advance to next week's Fatal 4-Way to crown a new #1 contender for Shinsuke Nakamura's NXT Championship. So they packed so much into one show, and I just felt like everything just felt rushed for some reason. Let me know if you guys felt the same way, but I know for a fact that everything just really, really flew by, and it seemed like they just wanted to get through all these matches in 1 week instead of just, dragging it out a little bit and giving us, well thought out, nice matches that we can really enjoy. Like, we seen Ty Dillinger tonight against Eric Young, and the match was over in like fucking a minute due to outside interference. And then we seen guys like Oney Lorcan, competing in a #1 contenders match. And we've seen Elias Sampson competing in a #1 contenders match. I mean, not only did it feel rushed, but a lot of these matches were predictable. But we'll talk about that. But I want to make mention quickly, guys. WrestlingRadioAwards.com. I'm actually very pleased at the response I've gotten so far. Show of the Year. I want you guys to go to WrestlingRadioAwards.com. Link is down in the description below. Vote for Show of the Year, Podcast of the Year. Off the Script with JD from New York. Hit submit. You would have voted. You can do this once a day, every single day. I don't know when the voting ends. I'm going to find out before Friday. And I want you guys to collectively come together as a unit and vote for Off the Script for Show of the Year. I found this out through Salamonster's Twitter. I know he won the last couple of years. It would be awesome to take down the king himself, man, in this award show. Off the Script for Best Show of the Year. WrestlingRadioAwards.com. Show started off with Shinsuke Nakamura and Samoa Joe. Obvious difference between this week and last week. #1, the steel cage. #2, it was a lot more lively in Australia. And I know I had a few of my people, a few of my subs and fans who were actually in attendance. You guys, #1, told me that the steel cage was bent when it started coming down. It was like tilted. It was off course. It wasn't straight. So they didn't show any of that. They cut all that shit out. Obviously, they showed you when it was corrected live on tonight's show. #2, the atmosphere was much better than what we've seen in Osaka. #3, a lot of you guys who actually seen the tape and the replay from what you guys seen live, a lot of you told me that it was dumbed down. A lot of it was edited, that it was a lot more boisterous than it was presented on television tonight. But I don't know what WWE's reasoning for that is. You seen the match was heavily edited. I mean, for Christ's sakes, they were in the middle of a high spot in this steel cage match, and they cut away to a fucking commercial to show me Sasha Banks and Charlotte promo for Roadblock. Are you fucking kidding me? I gotta see these two broads again when you got Nakamura and Joe in the ring for a title match? Who gives a shit? Give me the fucking steel cage match again. I don't give a fuck about this promo. It's just weird shit. Everything just felt rushed tonight. Seriously. They could have gave me the entire match and the full experience of Melbourne, Australia, and maybe 1 or 2 matches with the fucking singles matches to determine the Fatal 4-Way contestants. I don't understand why they rushed through everything tonight. It just felt rushed. I don't really understand. I don't understand their logic tonight, but who the fuck am I, man? I mean, seriously. But it was a lot better presented tonight than it was in Osaka. The cultural differences and the crowd differences are night and day. They're a lot more respectful overseas in Japan, And in Australia, this is the first time they ever got an NXT live event of this magnitude. I'm hearing that there was a great match between TM61 and DIY, which I would have loved to see replays of. Too bad that wasn't filmed. But it was a lot better than what we seen in Osaka. Osaka didn't feel special to me. It didn't have that big fight feel. It didn't have that big match feel. A lot of everybody predicted that Nakamura was going to win. I was the one saying maybe they make Joe win. Maybe they make Joe win because I could not believe that WWE would go with a Bobby Roode versus Nakamura match so soon. I figured they would save that for WrestleMania. But they did give Nakamura the win. It didn't end up being predictable. They made him a 2-time NXT champion. And it just didn't feel important. You know? When Balor won the title from Owens in Beast from the East, that felt big. When Nakamura won the title, yeah, it was alright. Yeah, it's Nakamura. We all love Shinsuke, but it didn't feel big. Tonight felt big in Australia. Steel cage, title match, last time ever. You know, when WWE says it's the last time ever, it's usually never the last time ever, but we'll see what happens. I still can't see them giving me a Nakamura Roode match yet. To me, that is, without question, WrestleMania worthy. That is a WrestleMania-esque main event right there for NXT. And I'm shocked that they are leaning towards this direction. Maybe WWE swerves us and Joe kind of weasels himself into this match, because you know Bobby Roode's going to win. Spoiler alert. You know Bobby Roode's going to fucking win this thing. I mean, just look at the guy's entrance. I mean, the guy's fucking destined to win the World Championship with that entrance. I'm fucking watching Bobby Roode tonight, and I'm saying, I'm speechless. I'm watching this, and the entrance makes who Bobby Roode is. He's great in the ring. He's great in the ring. He's got the look. He's just he's the personification of what this gimmick is. It's fucking great. And I'm picturing him, I'm standing there, sitting there, looking at this guy standing there, circling on the podium as he's wearing his robe, and I could easily picture him wearing the WWE Championship. Easily. That's how great Bobby Roode is. It's unbelievable what this guy is transformed into from coming over from TNA. And I'm shocked that WWE is going to be giving us a Nakamura versus Bobby Roode match so soon. I figured, like I said, they'd wait for WrestleMania, but, you know, they're giving it to us soon, and maybe they'll throw Joe in there. Maybe they'll give us a triple threat, you know, so that Bobby Roode doesn't get pinned. And maybe they'll save the rematch for Roode Nakamura and Roode's title win at WrestleMania. I don't know. We still got a long way to go before Royal Rumble weekend, so anything can happen. But Nakamura, Joe, it felt a little bit special tonight, more so than it did in Osaka. Joe went for a muscle buster. He didn't connect it. It was off the top rope. Nakamura blocked it with a couple of knees to the head. Nakamura was hanging on the cage, bouncing off the top rope. Springboard Kinshasa off the top rope as he held on to the cage for balance. Not only that, he got back up. Fucking Joe went down. A second Kinshasa. 1, 2, 3. It was over. Before that, Nakamura could have easily pinned Joe after that first Kinshasa. He went for the door. He said, nope, I'm not walking out. He slams the fucking door, delivers that second Kinshasa. 1, 2, 3. Retains the title. Nakamura is still your NXT champion. And like I said, a lot of you guys felt like they dumbed the environment down for the tape that they showed tonight on NXT television. But what do you expect? You guys were there live. You experienced it. You know, live with that. Have memories of it. Cherish it. We, here in the States, got the shitty fucking heavily edited version. So you guys clearly won out there. But Nakamura, most important thing here, being set up for Bobby Roode at Royal Rumble weekend. Gonna be fucking great. NXT TakeOver at San Antonio. Speaking of Bobby Roode, he beat Oney Lorcan tonight in the main event. Oney Lorcan is a fucking beast. The guy is absolutely fucking brutal. He busted open Bobby Roode tonight. I don't know whether it was intentional or if it was on purpose or if it was by accident, rather. But Bobby Roode was clearly, I'm looking for the right word. He was like taken back at how fucking tough this guy is and how hard hitting he is. I didn't think Bobby Roode expected what he got into tonight with Oney Lorcan. But he was clearly busted open. I don't know if he busted a tooth or he busted a lip, but he was bleeding from the mouth. Ended with a glorious DDT. Oney Lorcan's eliminated. Bobby Roode advances to next week's Fatal 4-Way. We had Andrade, Cien Almas, and No Way Jose. I don't know what the fuck they're doing with Almas. This guy is still coming out dressed as Mr. Rent-A-Strippogram. I don't know whether this guy is wrestling or he's getting ready for a fucking bachelorette party, man. What the fuck's going on with this guy? Not to take anything away from him. Guy can wrestle his ass off. But I can't take him seriously when he's getting ready to fucking pop out of a cake instead of walking down to the ring getting ready for a wrestling match. You know? Doesn't do me any good, man. It doesn't really make me excited to see Andrade come out for a match. But he's advanced. He's going to be with Bobby Roode in the finals of this number one contendership to crown a new number one contender for the NXT title. He beat No Way Jose fairly easily tonight. We got Elias Sampson. Don't know what the fuck they did putting this guy in this field of 8. I really don't understand. You know, he comes out singing his guitar. I mean, take the fucking guitar away. It was better off with Elias Sampson just coming out with the guitar and not playing it. Now that we have to hear him play every single week, I hope he fucking loses. So, absolutely cringed with Elias Sampson. Not a fan of his comeback whatsoever. I was kind of okay with him before he got hurt, but now I really can't fucking stand him. But he loses tonight. Roderick Strong completely decimated him, and Roddy Strong advances to the field of 4. It's going to be Strong. We got Almas, and we got Bobby Roode, and then that would make Ty Dillinger or Eric Young one of the final 2 to go on. Ty Dillinger and Eric Young have some kind of history. As you guys know, Bobby Roode chose Ty Dillinger to be tag team partners with him in the Dusty Classic. And once they seen who Sanity really was, Bobby Roode said, fuck that. I don't want anything to do with these guys. He backed away, and he left Ty Dillinger to be fucking feasted on by Sanity. Pack of wolves just beat the shit out of him. And he pretty much squandered any opportunity to advance in the Dusty Classic. And that's what set up his feud with Ty Dillinger. So Ty Dillinger, Eric Young, tonight. Match barely got off the ground. Ty Dillinger got in some offense. It was Ty Dillinger winning by DQ because Big Damo came in. No shirt. Guy's a fucking absolute monster. Legit fucking beast. And he pump handle slammed Ty Dillinger directly through the fucking mat. He just laid him out. And then he walks right by Sanity, who's sitting all on the fucking aisle ramp, right? And he walks right by them, and he gives them a slight head nod. And we don't know what's going on here, if he's kind of showing off to them, or if he's showing them what he's made of, so that they ask him to join Sanity. It's very intriguing right now what's going on with that, but more so, the way Big Damo looks, when as soon as they panned in on him, there was a close camera shot of this guy's fucking face. This guy, I cannot wait to see what this guy can do legit in the ring. I'm hearing only great things from you guys. So, Big Damo lays out Ty Dillinger, again, playing mind games with Sanity. Is he with them? Is he against them? I don't know, but Big Damo comes out for another appearance, a second week in a row, and playing mind games with Sanity. But Ty Dillinger wins by disqualification. He advances. It's going to be Ty, it's going to be Roddy Strong, it's going to be Almas, and it's going to be Bobby Roode next week for the number one contendership for the NXT title. And the winner of that goes on to fight Nakamura, Royal Rumble weekend, NXT TakeOver San Antonio. And that was your NXT television broadcast tonight on the WWE Network. Lucha Underground tonight, guys, December 14th, 2016. Battle of the Bulls, man. It's proven again that Lucha Underground is giving you new concepts, fresh ideas, and everybody is just literally throwing their body out there, risking life and limb to get a title shot at Johnny Mundo for the Lucha Underground Championship, man. Tonight, the Battle of the Bulls tournament continued. We had 2 more Fatal 4-Ways. And the show opened up with, in my very opinion, the best of the Fatal 4-Ways that we've seen so far, including the one that you've seen in the main event tonight. This should have been the main event. This was easily the best match on the show. And out of everything I've seen on Lucha Underground so far in Season 3, this is definitely in the top 3 most brutal things I've seen all year on Season 3 of Lucha Underground. We got Killshot, Dante Fox, who's fucking great, Mariposa, and Jeremiah Crane. Can someone answer me? What the fuck happened to Jeremiah Crane in NXT? Why why are we seeing this Jeremiah Crane here? And we didn't see this type of shit from him in NXT. They watered him down to the point where he just asked to be released. And now look at this guy. This guy, after tonight, is absolutely legit, dude. Jeremiah Crane is a fucking tough son of a bitch. And I mean tough. This guy legit almost fucking broke his face tonight. And I don't even know how the fuck he got up and continued this match, let alone win it. But I don't even know how to fucking describe this match to you. You gotta go out and watch it. You gotta watch highlights on El Rey's YouTube channel. You gotta watch highlights on Lucha Underground's Twitter, if they do post it. The match started off with planches, flips, dives, tope suicidas, moonsaults, all over the fucking place. People were diving left and right out of the ring, inside the ring. You name it, there was a dive going everywhere. You couldn't even follow it. But then Jeremiah Crane starts to become sadistic. And let alone there's a woman in this match. He didn't give a shit, you know. Musical chairs was being played. He takes 6 steel fucking chairs. And he lines them up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Facing each other. Okay? It's a bed of steel chairs. And then he takes another 7th chair. And he places it, or he tries to at least sit it on top of one of those 6 chairs that he already set up. So there's 7 chairs in total. Now, I don't know if he planned this. I don't think he did. But the 7th chair that he placed tipped over. And it fell on its head. And the bottom of the chair, the feet of the chair, were pointing upwards. I'm like, okay, let me put my phone down. Something dastardly and evil is about to happen. So we got Jeremiah Crane. He's got Killshot on the top rope. He's about to do a superplex, and I'm sitting there like this. Ooh, I can't fucking wait. So that is stopped. Dante Fox stops that. Dante Fox is on the top rope now with Jeremiah Crane and Killshot. Then Mary Posa throws her fucking business. She throws her 2 cents into this fucking chaos that's happening on the top rope. So Mary Posa slides in underneath all the men. And she does a Tower of Doom through the fucking chairs. Killshot goes through the fucking chairs. Jeremiah Crane. I think I DVR'd Lucha Underground at 8 so I could watch it at 9 and fast forward through the replays. I rewinded Jeremiah Crane's face hitting the steel chairs about 3 or 4 fucking times. And that's not the only time I rewinded an insane move in this match. He was legit fucking hurt, dude. I am surprised he didn't fucking knock teeth out of his mouth. I'm surprised he didn't fucking blind himself. I'm surprised that half of his fucking face wasn't completely torn off the way he hit those steel chairs. He was fucking hurt. He was laying underneath the chairs. He was hiding away from everybody underneath the steel chairs. The guy was fucking hurt. You seen it in his body language. He was hurt. And on top of that, after all this devastation was just thrown about in the middle of the ring with all these fucking steel chairs, Mary Posa takes the steel chairs and she's throwing them at everybody. You got Dante Fox laying underneath the bottom rope. Killshot is sitting in a fucking corner. Jeremiah Crane is hiding his face from a steel chair, or underneath the steel chair. Mary Posa takes a steel chair and throws it right at Jeremiah Crane's face, and steel just smacks against each other. This guy just fucking went through face first 6 steel chairs. So that was just fucking brutal. Over and over and over again. She just started throwing chairs left and right. She didn't give a fuck what she was gonna hit. She threw steel chairs all over the place. Crane got back up. He fucking nailed the living shit out of her with a fucking big boot. She's done. He sets up something. He gets kicked in the fucking face by Fox. And then he gets kicked by Killshot, does Dante. So, kicks all over the place. We got chairs flying all over the place. We got fucking kicks flying all over the place. Start of this match scene. Moonsaults all over the place. Fucking absolutely craziness. And Fox sets up a chair in the corner. And he turns his attention to Killshot. Because you guys know that those two are feuding. He goes to toss Killshot head first into the chair. But he gets reversed. Killshot follows up with a reverse Hurricane Rana. Crane breaks it up, grabs a chair. He sets it up in the middle of the ring. He grabs Killshot for a half and half suplex, and it's reversed. And then reversed again into a DVD on Killshot. Now, this is where things get even more brutal by fucking Mariposa, man. I don't fucking believe it. I've replayed this shit about 3 or 4 different times. She sets up a fucking chair in the middle of the ring. And she's got Killshot in her move, the butterfly effect. And she delivers this as he's hanging off her back. She drives him neck and head first, upside down, through the fucking chair, to the point where I thought this guy's neck was broken. I even posted the video on Twitter. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe what I seen. I thought, that's it. This match is over. And then Dante Fox fucking miraculously at the last fucking second, right before the referee's hand comes down, saves the fucking match. Mariposa was on her way to winning. Dante Fox interferes with the referee's count, breaks it up. 2 in like fucking 9/10. Never mind. So the match continues. Mariposa is going at it with Fox. Knife edge chops all over the place. Crane comes back in the ring. Dante goes for a 450. Crane puts his knees up and blocks it. Then he hits a double-armed spike pile driver that he calls the cranial contusion. Fucking brutal. 1, 2, 3. Jeremiah Crane, and I mean deservedly fucking so, advances in this match and goes on to the final Battle of the Bulls elimination Fatal 4-Way. If there's anybody that I want to see after what we've seen with these Fatal 4-Ways come out on top, it is Jeremiah Crane, man. I would love if he comes out on top and is named the new #1 contender. I think this guy is something to behold, man. He is fucking great, and he is, like I told you in the beginning, an absolutely fucking tough son of a bitch. Congratulations to him. I hope he was okay after that shit. Holy shit, what the fucking moves in this match, man. Risking fucking careers in Lucha Underground at the Temple. They just don't give a fuck. And Jeremiah Crane advances. Unbelievable, brutal fucking match. Great way to kick off Lucha Underground. Cobra Moon versus Drago. I don't know what the fuck was going on here. Drago won by DQ, but that who gives a shit about what happened with the match? Drago won, fine. But Phoenix and Aerostar run down to save Drago because he was attacked by a masked man. One of the masked men that we seen in the scene with Cobra Moon last week. These reptile men. This guy was wearing a reptile mask. He hits Drago with a pop-up powerbomb. And his teammates come out and save him. Phoenix, Aerostar come out, make the saves. They're the Trios champions. And Aerostar hits a big DDT. And another huge fucking guy comes out. This guy's wearing like a dinosaur, man. It looks like a dinosaur mask. They were chanting something. Dino something. I don't know what the fuck they were chanting. But this guy was wearing a mask, and he was absolutely fucking huge. He had tattoos all over his body, his chest. He looked like a younger version of Kane, but without the fucking demonic clothing on. You know, he had long, stringy hair. We couldn't see who he was. I would be very interested to see the fucking identities of these men, especially that guy. I don't know who the fuck he was, but this guy was fucking massive. He delivered a fucking tombstone pile driver to Drago, and he pretty much just destroyed the entire squad. He by himself, he destroyed the Trios champions. Double chokeslam to Phoenix and Aerostar. Tombstone pile driver to Drago. At the end, they drag Drago away from the ring, and they take him away. They just drag him away. Don't know who this men are, or this man is. I don't know who the fucking first reptile guy was. If any of you guys know who they are, I would love to know, because that guy was fucking huge and very, very impressive looking. I would definitely be interested to know who he was. The masks are kind of cheesy, though, man. His mask was kind of cheesy, but he looked fucking great. So Drago is captured, and Cobra Moon now has Drago in her possession. Before we seen this, we seen Taya filming PJ Black and Jack Evans. They seemed to be filming Johnny Mundo's movie. They were having a fucking fun time, take after take after take. Mundo comes in, he's like, why are you guys filming my movie? You guys couldn't beat Sexy Star. Taya couldn't beat Sexy Star. I'm the only one who beat Sexy Star. That's why I'm the champion, and that's why I'm the leader of this group. Johnny Mundo acting like a cocky prick, as always. Sexy Star, on the other hand, who's getting a title shot inside a steel cage against Johnny Mundo, is shown training. She's shadow boxing in the ring at the temple, right? After she's training, she's wiping off her sweat, and she's taking a sip of her cold ice water, and then she walks back to her locker room. She opens the locker, and she sees this fucking huge black tarantula just sitting in her locker. She backs away, she closes the fucking locker, and she doesn't know what the fuck is going on. So she is walking through the hallways of the locker room in the temple, and Mariposa is walking backstage, and they come eye to eye. And as Mariposa walks past Sexy Star, she gently grabs her hair from behind. And Sexy Star is threatening her. She turns this into a fight. She grabs Mariposa by the neck. She accuses Mariposa of leaving the tarantula in her locker, and Mariposa denies it. Sexy then punches the wall that's right behind Mariposa and says that next time, if you want to start shit with me again, you're not going to be breathing this time around. So I don't know what's going on there. I think it was just a coincidence that Mariposa was walking by. I don't think they're going to be reliving their I have not watched that No Mas match yet. For those asking, I have not watched the No Mas match between Mariposa and Sexy Star. A lot of you said I should go out and watch it, but I don't think it's leading to anything with Mariposa and Sexy Star. Again, I think Sexy Star, I hope not. I hope they don't set her up for another title reign. That's the last thing we need to see. Do not want to see that at all, but Sexy Star obviously is in training mode as she's getting ready for Johnny Mundo. Promised another title shot, and it's going to be in a steel cage. So when we see that, we have to wait and see. Main event scene, PJ Black, Jack Evans, and Helico and Son of Havoc in the final Battle of the Bulls match. The winner of this will be the final man to advance in this Battle of the Bulls tournament. Last match, hopefully, will be next week, I believe. Elimination style, we will crown a new #1 contender. The winner of that match fights the winner of Johnny Mundo versus Sexy Star for the Lucha Underground Championship. This was clearly about the Worldwide Underground having the advantage here and pretty much stopping Angelico and Son of Havoc to advance. Johnny Mundo wanted one of his guys to win. Johnny Mundo thinks that one of his guys is going to be loyal to him and pretty much squander an opportunity at the title. And by any means, we don't want Angelico winning this. We don't want Son of Havoc winning this because it's just going to make it harder for Johnny Mundo because Johnny Mundo is expecting to beat Sexy Star. And like I said, the first match was all you needed to see as far as a Battle of the Bulls tournament match. This was okay, but it was nowhere near what we've seen in the first match. PJ Black advances. He goes on, joins the field of 4 now for the final Battle of the Bulls elimination match. Angelico goes up to the top rope. Evans pushes him onto the floor. He hits hard on the steel gate that is located on the outside. PJ Black disposes of Son of Havoc towards the end of this match, gets on his back, tells PJ, or tells Jack Evans rather, to pin him, and Jack goes to pin him like the finger poke of doom all over again. PJ Black's laying on his back. He wants Jack Evans to pin him. PJ Black, trolling Jack Evans, rolls him up for a small package, 1, 2, 3. PJ Black wins it. He fucks over Jack Evans. Jack Evans yells into the fucking camera, "He just teabagged me!" Don't know what the fuck that meant, but yeah, he fucked you over, bro. He fucked you over. Jack Evans really didn't seem to, he really didn't seem to care at all. PJ Black is a little bit more fun going. He was having a good time. He was doing the DX fucking crotch chop, and he rolled out of the ring. Now, PJ Black is advancing to the finals of the Battle of the Bulls tournament. There was one absolutely sick fucking bump in this match. Angelico had Jack Evans in a vertical suplex, and they were towards the outside of the ring. They weren't going to execute this move inside the ring. It was on the outside. You had PJ Black and Son of Havoc on the outside. And it was one of those things where I thought, Angelico's going to superplex him to the outside and he's going to be caught by the guys who are standing on the outside. Not at all. Yeah, the other guys, you got Son of Havoc and PJ Black catching Angelico, but Jack Evans in this vertical suplex position, I don't know where the fuck he hit, but he didn't hit padding, bro. He was superplexed on the outside. He hit concrete. He hit a wooden chair on the outside. I don't even know where the fuck he went afterwards. He disappeared for a good 45 seconds to a minute, and then miraculously he's back on his feet in the middle of the ring. And he's being asked to pin PJ Black in the middle of the ring. I don't know how the fuck this guy got up. Seriously. Unbelievable fucking move, man. I never seen anything like that in my entire... The guy literally bounced off the fucking concrete from a superplex on the outside. What these guys will do in the temple is fucking unbelievable. I don't get it. But whatever the case may be, PJ Black wins it. He's going on, and he joins... Let me see if I can remember here. Who did we have? We had Cage, right? I can't even remember. That's how fucking sick I've been. We got Cage... We got Jeremiah Crane, PJ Black, and who the fuck is the other guy? I don't even fucking know, man. I don't even know who won the other match. Oh, yeah, the Mac. The Mac won it. So, it's set up to be a nice match there, man. It's really setting up to be a nice match, and I'm very much looking forward to it. We might be seeing that as well as the Steel Cage match next week, man. I don't know, So, Lucha Underground is picking up steam. Here we go into Season 3. I'm really enjoying this shit so far, and... every other week, man, every single week, they got something that's just gonna fucking roll your eyes and fucking just have me raise my eyebrows. It's like, what the fuck is going on here? Very exciting stuff, very energetic. I'm really enjoying it. And I'm sorry if you guys who don't have El Rey, but you're missing some damn good shit, man. NXT was a little rushed tonight, but Lucha Underground more than carried the load for your Wednesday night of wrestling action. I did not watch Tribute to the Troops, nor did I fucking care. I was not missing Lucha Underground for Tribute to the Troops. Really, nothing happened on there. We got new #1 contenders for the New Day at Roadblock. Sheamus and Cesaro won it. I'm hearing that there was a tease between The Shield and AJ Styles and the club. Who gives a shit? If you're not going to give it to me, who gives a shit? Seriously. You had a fucking ample opportunity to do it, and you didn't do it. And now they're not on the same fucking brand. You got the club broken away from AJ. You got Dean broken away from Rollins and Reigns. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit, honestly? I am not missing Lucha and NXT for that rubbish. So, NXT, Lucha Underground, again, very good tonight. NXT felt a little bit rushed. Lucha Underground more than made up for NXT's lack of excitement tonight. Should be better next week with that Fatal 4-Way. And crowning the new #1 contender, and as we build slowly towards NXT TakeOver in San Antonio. But thank you guys so much for the review. If you enjoyed it, hit that thumbs up. Remember to vote for WrestlingRadioAwards.com, Off the Script with JD from New York, and vote for Show of the Year, Podcast of the Year for Off the Script. Hit that thumbs up. I will be back tomorrow, or tonight I should say. I'm recording this on Wednesday. I'm thinking tomorrow is tomorrow. But Thursday night, I will be watching Total Nonstop Deletion, and I will be reviewing Total Nonstop Deletion from the Hardy Compound right after the show goes off the air. So do not miss it. If you guys are interested in my thoughts on that, I will be talking about it right after the show is over on Pop TV. Hit that thumbs up. I'm JD. I'll see you right back here tonight for TNA, Total Nonstop Deletion. And that's it, man. I'll see you guys tonight. And Off the Script, remember, Friday, preview and predictions for Roadblock, End of the Line. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night.